Okay, good morning and welcome to the 28th Annual Conference of the Forum for Macroeconomics and Macroeconomic Policies here in Berlin. I'm also very glad to welcome Steve Fazzari, Robert Frank and Barbara Fritz. So thank you very much for providing the intro lectures at our conference. But before I start with the first workshop on Keynesian macroeconomics, let me say a few words about the forum and our main activities. So the forum was established or was founded in 1996 as a platform for the analysis and the discussion of macroeconomic issues. So at that time, macroeconomic theory and policy was dominated by neoclassical and supply-side approaches. So basically, the forum was established to promote alternative heterodox concepts of macroeconomic theory. The forum is hosted and also financially supported by the Macroeconomic Policy Institute. This is a research department of the Hans-Böckler Foundation. The forum has a steering committee that is responsible for the organization of this conference, but the forum also comprises an international network of fellows who support the forum by being speakers at our conferences and summer schools or by contributing to our FMM working paper series. The first FMM conference took place more than 25 years ago with only 35 participants and 14 papers. But over the years, we've seen a huge internationalization and an increase in the popularity of the FMM conference. So to give you a few numbers, at our 20 years anniversary conference, more than 350 participants engaged in discussions about 140 selected papers. So in this year, we have also received a large amount of very interesting paper proposals. So one of the main objectives of the forum is to support the development of young economists. So for example, it has become a good tradition to organize this pre-conference workshops on heterodox economics. And tomorrow morning, there will also be 6 parallel accredited student sessions with 24 promising papers on very interesting topics. So as some of you might know, the forum also organizes an international summer school for advanced students and young researchers. Our last summer school took place in Berlin this year in July with around 45 accredited students and young researchers from all over the world. So basically this is a one-week academy that provides an introduction to Keynesian macroeconomics and to problems of European economic policies. So the summer school consists of overview lectures on different topics that are given by international researchers like Steve, lab sessions on stock flow consistent modeling, panel discussion and study groups. So to give you an impression of the summer school, I've prepared some photos. These photos are from our last summer school, so you can see that everybody works hard during that week, but the atmosphere is really great and very inspiring. So I think the highlights are usually the boat trip to the city center of Berlin and the barbecue party. So this is really a fun week, and I can only recommend that you apply for the next summer school that will take place the year after next in July. So as already mentioned, the forum also organizes various publications. So for example, we work together with the European Journal of Economics and Economic Policies, in short EJIP. And since 2012, we publish a selection of conference papers each year in a special Papers and Proceedings issue of EJIP. More recently, we have also developed a new FMM working paper series that publishes research by our FMM fellows, research fellows, and affiliates. So if you're interested, you can find a selection of these papers out there on our publications table. So on our webpage, you can find further information about the forum, future conferences and summer schools, and in our working paper series. We also provide documentations of past summer schools and conferences with papers, slides, and videos of the intro workshops and the plenary sessions. Of course, you can also follow us on Twitter or X. And I would like to mention that the Macroeconomic Policy Institute offers internships and PhD scholarships, so please check out our webpage for further information. Well, this is the agenda for today. So now the Young Scholar Initiative presents current projects and how you can participate in their working groups. Then we start with the first workshop on Keynesian macroeconomics given by Steve Fazzari. After that workshop, we have a lunch break. Then the second workshop will be held by Robert Frank from Cornell University, and after the coffee break, Barbara Fritz will talk about global currency hierarchy and national policy space. So enjoy the workshops and the discussions during the conference. And now I would like to welcome the Young Scholar Initiative. So thank you very much.